What's up YouTube, BMH Boys, Ben here, and today I will be ranking and reviewing the 50 ways to mess with your friends in Minecraft by Grian. Now, this video is going to be structured a certain way. It's going to be 5 parts, 5 separate videos. I will be making a playlist and the link will be in the description.
The angry lectern. Pop down a lectern in your friend's house and then run a redstone comparator out of it. Then connect up the redstone underneath their house to some sort of redstone of your choice. Now, I'm not going to tell you exactly what to do, but I'll just leave that there, shall I? Then you write a book telling them about your angry lectern. So the lectern is saying, no, don't read me. And then it's, I said stop. And you can write whatever you want, but the more they get into the book, the angrier the lectern gets. Stop turning the page. Okay, I promise, if you continue, we won't be friends. I'm warning you. Okay, final warning. Do not turn the last page. I'm not even sorry. I warned you. I warned you. I told him it was an angry lectern, but they still read the book. They still...
Okay, this is a pretty solid start to this video. Number 1, the angry lectern. It's a pretty strong prank. It's not super good and it's not super bad, but I could definitely see myself doing it. And it's definitely higher than some other ones on this list. You'll see what I mean. But it's not that great, and I don't think it would get my friends that angry if I did it on them. So
Number 2, sky high. So your friend is AFK. That happens. Just make sure that they are for a second. Then place a bunch of scaffolding as high as you want. The higher, the better. Then attach a fishing rod to them, climb up that tower, and then right-click. You'll then drag them up the tower, and if you carefully make your way all the way to the top, you can then drag them up quite a substantial height. Then, wait for them to return from their AFK session, and then simply remove the bottom block.
again, we got another really strong prank here. Sky high, bringing him up is kinda, ingenious. I was using the scaffolding and stuff, but there's a problem with this one. None of my friends will stay AFK for that long. So, I'm going to have to dock some points for not being as realistic as the angry lectern and some others on this list.
Number 3, plant power. Not every single one of these ways to mess with your friends ends in someone hitting the respawn button, but there are ways to mess with your friends in probably worse ways, and one of them is spamming saplings all around their house, and I mean really going to town with thousands and thousands of saplings. Trust me, the investment is worth it, because every sapling you place is a few seconds of your time, but it's a few hours of theirs. Given enough time, those saplings will grow and grow and grow until they are one solid mass of trees around them. I can't even see their house anymore. And if they come back in their house and they're just totally confused and they may have to dig their way out quite a long way. To clean this up would take literally hours, and they won't even know who did it.
Okay, this is the first lame one I've reviewed, and isn't going to be the last, but it's certainly one of the lowest on my list. This one, it's not even that good, and it's a troll, but you really don't have time to place 1,000 saplings down, which I'm going to have to dock a ton of points for. Not really achievable.
Number 4. It wasn't me, it was the man in the chicken costume. I think you know where this is going, but you call on your good old friend Poultryman, and you spam chickens everywhere, to the point where there's so many chickens they don't even know what to do with them. And if they ask you who did this, you can always blame the man in the chicken costume. Simple, but effective.
Now this one is a little more realistic, but at the same time it's really, really lame. Now, you can get a lot of eggs in survival mode and throw them into your friend's house. It's not really a troll, per se. In fact, they can kind of use the chickens. They can lure them all into a hole with seed and have a nice farm. So, I don't see the point of this one at all.
Number 5. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Go to your friend's house, wherever it may be, and grab yourself a bunch of scaffolding. Make your way all the way to build height, and also make sure it's directly above your friend's house. Make your way to the top of that scaffolding, and then encase a single block of lava in a couple of blocks. You wait for your friend to come back, and the chances are curiosity will get the better of them and they will just hit the bottom scaffolding, and then they realize what's coming their way. So you can sit back, relax, and watch them panic as they try and work out how to stop a big pillar of lava from completely destroying their house. This is Pearlescent Moon's genuine reaction to this prank. She had no idea what to do. She opted for this method of water mixed with some scaffolding, and it really didn't take long for the lava to completely destroy her house. Everyone reacts differently to this one. As long as your friend doesn't mind their house being destroyed, please do not grieve. Or better yet, make it over your house and then watch your friend panic as they try to save your build.
Okay, this is one of my favorite ones on the list for two reasons. One, it's really easy to do, even though scaffolding takes some material to make. It's not that hard, and it's just hilarious. Grian, I give you my props because this is a genius prank that I'm definitely going to use in a video sometime.
Number 6. Fake treasure hunts. Go to your friend's house and pop down a sign that tells them to go to some specific coordinates thousands of blocks away. Tell them that they're going to get a reward for doing so. You then travel there yourself via the Nether or via Elytra, and then pop down a sign that simply says, "Got 'em." And their face, when they see this, will be absolutely priceless.
Okay, this one is a banger. There's no other way around it. It is absolutely hilarious, and in survival mode, dude, that'll take a toll on you, even in creative. It's legitimately genius, and I'm definitely using this one. Props to Grian again. 2 bangers in a row.
7. A new feature. You go to your friend's house and you locate their food chest. You see exactly the numbers that they've got, and then rename rotten flesh to the same as their food. So you replace the mutton with rotten mutton. You replace the bread with rotten bread in the exact quantities. And then you leave, and that is all. When someone says, "Why is my food all rotten?" you tell them that it's a new feature in 1.14, seeing as lots of people are coming back to the game and don't know what's new. Chances are they'll believe you and see how long you can get away with it.
This one can only be achieved if your friends are really, really gullible. And most of mine aren't, but I can definitely see myself using this one. However, it is way lamer than the last 2, and it's not that good, if we're going to be completely honest.
Number 8. Don't lose your head. This is a simple one where if your friend is AFK and not wearing armor, you dispense a silly Minecraft head onto them and see how long it is before they notice that they're wearing one. I recommend the dragon head as it is absolutely ludicrous.
Not gonna spoil my rankings at the end, but this one is gonna be really, really low. It's really not achievable, and it's not that funny. And I'm kind of sad because a lot of these on this list were bangers.
Number 9. Locked in a box. You take a composter and you place it on the floor. You then spam it with some vegetation to a very specific point, where there's just 3 pixels away from the top. Place a trapdoor on the top, and you'll find that you can't actually get out at all. For some reason, you have to break your way out. So you take your AFK friend and politely push them into said composter. You then lock the trapdoor downwards, and when they come back from being AFK, they'll find that they can't escape. And of course, you can laugh at them as they try and figure this out. Credits to DocM77 for showing me this one.
Okay, this one is good, but it's not super good. I can definitely see it being plausible. Again, with the AFK thing, it's kind of hard, but it is achievable. However, I don't think the results are going to be that funny. So, it's about middle.
Number 10. The Mysterious Orb. A lot of people don't know that you can actually craft end crystals. They look like this and you find them in the end with the Ender Dragon. If you remove the obsidian, they just float on their own like this. This is how you craft them, in case you didn't know, with a gas tier and an Eye of Ender surrounded by glass. Fairly simple, but an expensive item. All you do is plop it down inside someone's house. Now, what a lot of people don't know is that these are extremely explosive. So, if your friend comes back and finds it, they may not know what it is, or that they can interact with it. Basically, they have a choice: live with it, or punch it. And that's what's likely to happen.
Okay, this one's pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely achievable, and I can pull it off in survival mode pretty much without an issue. So, it's a bit of a banger.
Number 11. Thinking with portals. The portal.
Okay, let's start ranking these puppies. So, we got number 1, Don't Lose Your Head. Extremely lame. Grian can do better, like we've seen with some of those other ones. Number 2, Wasn't Me, it was a Chicken Man. Kinda useful, but not good. Number 3, Plant Power. Absurd to do, and the result is not that funny, for being honest. It's number 7, a new feature. Easier to do, I give him props, but not super funny to be. 9, Locked in a Box. So, this one is easily achievable, but not that funny. 2, Sky High. I actually really like this one, but it's not that achievable. Number 7, The Angry Lectern. This one is a banger, and it's the first one. It's really good. Number 8, The Mysterious Orb. Very achievable with very high results. Banger again. Now, number 9, my second favorite. Is it a bird or is it a plane? Hilarious to do and probably pretty easy to pull off. And the final one, Fake Treasure Hunt. Dude, this one made me laugh when I first saw it. It was an absolute banger, and I think everyone should be like that. Alright, leave a like and subscribe for part 2. Let's get it. BMH Boy out.
I just wanna die a king. I don't wanna live forever. I just wanna die a king. I don't wanna live forever. I just wanna die a king. Soak up the rags, spark up the max, light up the night and I never look back. I am the hunter, you are the monster. I am